Hi everybody, welcome back to my studio. Today I want to talk about Leapwing Audio DynOne, and I want to show a particular application that I use with this plugin. Now, DynOne is a parallel multiband compressor expander, and it's the first plugin that Leapwing released. And it's somehow now a legendary plugin because it's being used over and over again. It's a really great sounding plugin. Now, DynOne came out as a parallel device, so the idea is to use the 5 bands of compression expansion together with 100% dry input signal going through the plugin. I don't want to do that today. I want to use it in a different way. I want to use it as a normal 5 bands multiband compressor. Now, first of all, I'm going to show you this example where I'm going to play the audio material, and then I'm going to recall my flat settings here. It's a preset that I made. And this preset basically is built around all the faders set to 0, no ratios, all the ratios set to 1, so no compression nor expansion, all the thresholds set to 0, the automatic makeup gain on, and more importantly, the parallel mode off. So my 100% dry signal is not going through the plugin, it's blocked at the input, and I'm just doing compression or expansion depending. So let's play. So as you can hear with the plugin on and off, what you got the same loudness through, but the tone changes because depending on the input signal, the 5 bands will compress more or less. Now in this particular example, the bass is being compressed a lot, then the low mids, and then the rest of the spectrum. But overall, you can hear how you get this compression. It's overall very musical and very good sounding again overall. Now, let's dive 1 second into the settings of the actual DynOne instance that I use for this song, which I've got here. And we can see how I set up the 5 bands differently. And first of all, let's play the example. Let's go to this point of the song here. And let's play the example where I will switch DynOne on and off to let you hear the difference. Love it. Okay, so how did I set up the 5 bands and what did I want to achieve? I wanted to achieve low end control, low mid-range control, mid-range excitement or, expansion actually, and upper, high mid-range and high frequencies control as well. And that's how I set up my bands. Follow me on the screen on this one. So the low band is compressing slightly, but it's doing that in a way that sounds very musical, and DynOne under this point of view is excellent. It has the compression is very musical, mostly because of the variable attack and release time, which don't have a fixed time, but they adjust to the input signal. Next up, the low mid frequencies are compressing quite a lot. You see the ratio set to a much higher value because I want to really contain mostly the muddiness and the fact that the bass is a bit pointy in that area. And in fact, the fader is also dropped by 1.3 dB. So not only I'm compressing, but also reducing the overall level. Next up is the mid frequencies, where I'm doing actually expansion. So to get the mid frequency a bit more alive, to inject some excitement, I'm doing expansion instead of compression with the appropriate threshold. And then we go high mid frequencies and high frequencies that are also being controlled, but very slightly, just to get a little bit of that control. In particular, the harshness can be controlled very well when you compress the high mid frequencies. In this particular example, tuned with the standard crossover settings of 4 kHz to 11K. So all in all, love this application of the plugin. I use it every time I need to get a more consistent and compact output signal compared to the input. Typical scenario is on the master chain, in the master bus, right before your end limiter or end clipper, but for that matter can be used anywhere. Hope you enjoyed it. Thank you for following me, and feel free to join my YouTube channel where I share more tips and tricks like this, as well as live mastering sessions. All right? See you in the next video.